Facts. Why motivation can't take you anywhere. Motivation is emotional energy, not a long-term strategy. It depends on how you feel, and feelings are unstable. When excitement fades, so does motivation. Motivation can't survive boredom. Discipline can. You can't build success on a temporary emotion. People wait to feel motivated instead of learning to act regardless. Motivation gives the spark, but discipline keeps the fire alive. The brain rewards instant pleasure, not delayed results. Motivation collapses when the reward takes too long. You don't need to feel ready. You need to start. Waiting for motivation is procrastination in disguise. Most people lose their goals in the gap between feeling and doing. Motivation disappears when reality becomes uncomfortable. You can't be emotionally driven in a logical world. Emotions can inspire you, but they can't carry you. You can't depend on what disappears when you're tired. True success starts on days you feel nothing, but still move. People addicted to motivation videos rarely take real action. Motivation is like caffeine. Quick high, fast crash. You can't control when you feel motivated, but you can control action. The mind gets tired of excitement. It needs systems. People addicted to motivation videos confuse inspiration with transformation. Motivation feels good. Discipline feels uncomfortable, but works. Comfort destroys motivation faster than struggle does. Success needs repetition, not random bursts of energy. You can't chase motivation forever. You must build consistency. Motivation won't wake you up early. Habits will. The brain needs structure, not speeches. You can't rely on what disappears when you're stressed. Motivation fails under pressure. Discipline thrives there. Real focus is built through repetition, not emotion. You can't achieve long-term goals on short-term feelings. Motivation fades when progress slows down. Consistency is the quiet form of motivation that never leaves. The best workers don't feel motivated. They feel responsible. Without accountability, motivation becomes fantasy. Emotional drive burns out without logical direction. Hard work is consistency, not bursts of energy. Motivation makes promises that discipline fulfills. You'll lose more opportunities waiting to feel it than acting without it. The strongest people aren't motivated, they're trained. The discipline to act creates motivation, not the other way around. Waiting for motivation is the same as waiting for permission. Most people stop when motivation fades. That's where growth begins. Motivation without purpose is noise. The world doesn't reward motivation. It rewards consistency. Motivation is the spark, not the engine. It can't sustain you through struggle, boredom, or failure. Discipline, systems, and purpose are what make ordinary people extraordinary. If you rely on motivation, you'll keep restarting. Motivation is temporary. Motivation is emotional. It spikes when things are new and exciting, but fades when routine sets in. Tip: replace motivation with commitment. Write down your why so you can act even when emotions fade. Emotions change. Discipline doesn't. You can't rely on feelings to build habits. One bad day and motivation disappears. Tip: build a daily schedule, not based on mood, but on responsibility. 3. Motivation is excitement, not endurance. People love starting things but quit when results take too long. Tip: focus on systems, not outcomes. Systems make you show up. Motivation doesn't. The brain gets bored easily. Motivation feeds on novelty, not repetition. But repetition is what success requires. Tip: reward consistency, not excitement. Track progress instead of waiting for dopamine. 5. Motivation hates discomfort. It works only when things are easy. Discipline shows up when it's not. Tip: learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable. That's where real change happens. The motivation rush is a trap. Watching motivational videos tricks your brain into thinking you've achieved something. Tip: stop over-consuming motivation. Take one action right after watching something inspiring. 7. Discipline builds momentum. Motivation starts the engine, but discipline keeps the car moving. Tip: make small daily goals. They stack up into massive progress. Motivation depends on energy. When you're tired, stressed, or overwhelmed, motivation dies. Tip: sleep, eat well, and manage your energy, not your feelings. 9. Motivation expects instant reward. If results take too long, people quit. Tip: measure effort, not results. Reward the process, not the outcome. Success requires repetition. Doing something once doesn't change your life. Doing it daily does. Tip: create a routine that forces consistency. Automation kills excuses. 11. Motivation burns out fast. It's a spark, not fuel. Tip: replace motivation with identity. I am someone who finishes what I start. You'll never feel ready. Waiting for motivation is waiting forever. Tip: start before you're ready. Readiness comes from momentum, not perfection. Motivation fears failure. Once you fail, motivation hides. Tip: view failure as feedback. Each mistake builds resilience. Motivation is reactive. Discipline is proactive. Motivation reacts to life. Discipline creates life. Tip: plan your next day before you sleep. Discipline creates freedom. Motivation feels free, but it keeps you stuck. Tip: structure your time. Freedom comes from control, not chaos. The most motivated people still fail because motivation doesn't teach discipline. Tip: build habits you can do even when unmotivated. Motivation dies in silence. When no one sees your effort, emotion fades. Tip: document your journey privately. Journals build accountability. Motivation is just the spark. Discipline is the flame. Motivation starts when it's easy. Discipline continues when it's hard. If you want real change, stop chasing emotions. Build systems. Train your brain to act without waiting to feel ready. Plan your day before it starts. Build routines, not bursts. Focus on one small habit at a time. Track progress, not perfection. Reward effort, not mood. Be okay with being bored. That's discipline working. Remember, consistency beats motivation every time. Manifestation is not magic. It's mental engineering. Manifestation isn't about wishing. It's about aligning thought, emotion, and consistent action. Discipline is energy direction. Every time you choose consistency over comfort, you're focusing your energy. That focus tells your subconscious, this is who I am now. Tip: set one small daily action aligned with your vision. Repetition locks it into your reality. Emotion, without structure, is chaos. Manifestation requires emotional vibration, but emotions burn out fast. Discipline gives those emotions form and routine. Tip: turn affirmations into action steps. Example: instead of saying I am successful, act successful. Dress sharp, plan your week, show up early. Discipline removes emotional resistance. When you do something daily, the brain stops questioning it. That kills doubt, the biggest enemy of manifestation. Tip: create a routine where your desired life feels normal, not fantasy. Discipline builds frequency, stability. When your emotions swing, your vibration shifts. Discipline keeps your energy steady, the same mental wavelength that draws aligned opportunities. Tip: stay grounded. Meditate, journal, exercise. Control your mood. Control your frequency. Work is the spiritual ritual. Waking up early, focusing, practicing gratitude. Those are modern-day manifestations in action. Tip: treat your daily routine as a spiritual act of belief. Each repetition says, I am already there. Manifestation without discipline is fantasy. Wishing is passive. Discipline is creative power. You can't attract what you never move toward. Tip: the moment you take disciplined action, the universe meets you halfway. Manifestation. Was discipline. Alignment. When your mindset beliefs, emotions, vibration, and actions, discipline, match, reality bends. Tip: make your routine your ritual. Show up for your goals like they already exist. Visualize daily. Picture your goal vividly for 5 minutes every morning. Write it down. Journaling creates focus and proof of commitment. Act immediately. Do one task daily that moves you closer to your vision. Detach from the outcome. Focus on the process. The result comes naturally. Repeat every day. Consistency reprograms the subconscious faster than emotion. Track your behavior, not your belief. Results follow patterns, not promises. Be patient. Discipline speeds up manifestation by keeping you aligned, not rushed. Manifestation isn't about sitting still and believing. It's about acting like it's already true until reality adjusts to your effort. Motivation gives you the spark, but discipline builds the bridge between your mind and your reality.